Hey, what's up, solar family? How are you? It's James here. Hopefully you're doing amazing. In this video, I want to go over how to manage your solar leads, because I honestly feel the first biggest hurdle in the solar industry, and maybe in any industry, is generating leads, right? But that's not what we're going to be talking about today. If you guys want to learn how to generate leads, make sure you watch my other videos. But the second biggest hurdle is how do you manage those leads when you start getting them? And again, it doesn't matter if you have one lead or 1,000 leads, you need to have an automated machine to follow up with your leads. So let's go ahead and jump right into it. All right, so I'm a visual kind of guy. So I want to show you how to manage your leads and where you're leaving money on the table, right? If you don't know how to manage your leads, and especially if you don't have an automated machine to manage your leads. So I'm gonna give you a disclaimer, I'm not an artist, right? So this is a funnel, right? That's a funnel, believe it or not. And right above this funnel is your lead generating activities, whatever those may be. Whether you're buying leads online, generating leads yourself, knocking doors, going to tabling events, standing at Home Depot like I did back in the day, those are the leads that are coming in to your funnel, right? Say for example, and this is just an arbitrary number, right, to keep things simple. Say for example, you're able to generate 20 leads, right, within that month or that week, whatever way you manage your leads. Out of the 20 leads, it breaks up. Right? So out of the 20 leads that you get, those are just leads, it's not appointments. So for example, if you're able to book 10 out of the 20 leads, you made them into an appointment. And the other 10 over here, there's no appointment. Right? I'm just gonna make a little note, no appointment, right? So let's go down this funnel here. Out of the 10 that you booked the appointment, and this is gonna happen, out of the 10, say for example, 5 of those homeowners went ahead and sat down with you, right? You guys had a consultation, and the other 5 here had to reschedule. And this happens all the time, right? So just bear with me here, right? Bear with me here. So out of the 5, say for example, you're able to close 1, right? So 1 out of 5. And the other 4 had to think about it, had to, talk to their CPA, whatever the reason is. The other 4 did not move forward with solar. So as you can see here, right? Hopefully you can see this, because again, I did this for myself. When I started to identify, or wanted to identify, where I was losing business and where I was leaving money on the table. And I was like, okay, let me draw this out so I can see where I'm mismanaging my leads, right? So again, just to recap, this is your lead generation activities up here with these arrows. It goes in the funnel. You were able to get 20 leads. Out of the 20, you were able to book 10 appointments. The other 10 didn't show up. And out of the 10, 5 of them actually sat down with you, and the other 5 had to reschedule. And from the 5 that you sat down with, you were able to close 1, and the other 4 had to think about it for whatever reason, right? We're all on the same page, hopefully, right? So let me ask you this. Where do you think you're mismanaging your leads? Where do you think you have holes in your sales process, right? Go ahead and comment below, right? Don't cheat, right? Comment below, where do you think those holes are? And I'm going to point them out to you right now. So there are 3 areas where you're not managing your leads correctly, and you're possibly leaving a lot of money on the table, right? So these are the 3 areas. The first area is right here, right? Hopefully I have another color pen. Let me see if I grab another color here. So if you're able to book 10, and the other 10 didn't get on your calendar yet, what most consultants do is they forget about the 10. And hopefully I could find a pen that actually works. And they forget about the 10 homeowners that are potential clients, right? And unfortunately, none of our pens work. So the 10 right here, right? The ones that haven't booked your appointment yet, imagine if you could get more of these homeowners engaged and you could get them on your calendar. Because what most consultants do, they let these homeowners go. Meaning that, hey, you know what, I called them once or twice this week. I shot them a few text messages. And then after that, they literally don't ever follow up with these homeowners ever again. And as you know, if you've been watching my videos, your wealth is gonna come in your follow-up. And if you don't know how to follow up, and if you don't have a system that follows up with your leads throughout the sales process, unfortunately, you're going to leave money on the table. A lot of it. And you're probably asking yourself, well, when should I set up these systems? You need to set them up now. And able to run a successful business, which you have, right? Even if it's a micro solar business, you need to set up the systems now. It's like building a home. You need to set the foundation first with cement, and then from there you could build a 1-story, 2-story, 3-story, just as long as you have a solid foundation. And if you don't have a solid foundation, guess what? It's all gonna come crumbling down. So this is the first area of your sales process where you're leaving a lot of money on the table and you're mismanaging the leads. The second area in your sales process that you're mismanaging leads is right here. The homeowners that had to reschedule. Those homeowners actually booked an appointment with you, but something came up. They had to go to a dentist appointment or their kid's volleyball game or soccer game or whatnot, right? They were interested at one point, and for whatever reason, they end up canceling on you, right? So now you can start seeing where you're leaving money on the table and where you're mismanaging your leads. And again, the first hurdle in the solar industry is lead generation. The second hurdle is how you're managing your leads. So make sure that you are setting up systems, right? Automated systems to follow up with these homeowners. Because imagine if you had an automated system that was sending out text messages, email messages, and also you want to call them as well, right? Imagine if you're doing these things automatically and it's sending out all these messages to your homeowners to get them engaged, and now they're getting back on your calendar. Or if they weren't on your calendar, actually getting on your calendar. So I want you to really understand, right, where you're leaving a lot of money on the table. And the last area, which is probably where you're going to close a whole lot more deals if you had some automation in your sales process, is right here. When the homeowner had to think about it, right? For whatever reason, he or she or they had to think about it. But the great thing is you're able to get in front of them, because I don't want this to happen to you, right? And if you don't have a systems in place, this is what's gonna happen, right? If I had a crystal ball, I'll tell you right now. So if you sat down with a homeowner and the homeowner says, hey, you know what? Not ready right now, gotta think about it, whatever their reason is, if you don't stay connected with these homeowners here, the ones that you already had a consultation with, in a month or a week or a year from now, or even just a couple months after your consultation, you're gonna drive by this homeowner's house and they're going to have solar on their home. Because what happened is, maybe they would have went with you when they were ready, but unfortunately, you fell off the face of the map. You weren't top of their mind, right? You weren't top of mind, because if you were, more than likely that would have been your system on that rooftop, right? Or you're gonna remember one day, right? That, you know what? I totally forgot. Let me call, Jane Doe now, because I had a consultation with her like 2 months ago. Let me see what she's up to. And then when you call, this is how the conversation is gonna be. Hey, what's up, Jane? This is James. They're gonna be like, James who? right? And that's the worst thing you want to hear from the homeowner, when you call them is, who's this? You want to be top of mind. And hopefully you're starting to see how important it is to have a system in place. And again, I want to debunk the misconception, right? Oh, you know what? I just got started. You know what? I only got 1 lead. I only got like 10 leads. I'll do this later. This sounds good once I start, getting more leads. And that's one big misconception. You want to start this now. You want to have an automated machine to follow up with your homeowners so you don't lose out on, money that you should be earning, right? It's just the biggest misconception I hear all the time. It's the same exact thing as if you opened up your business, right? Say for example, it's a clothes retail store, and you tell yourself that, hey, you know what? I'm not gonna put up any clothes yet. I'm not gonna get a cash register right now until I get customers, right? It's like putting the horse in front of the buggy or whatever that saying is. You have to set up the systems now. You have to set up a solid foundation for your business so you have the highest possibility of succeeding. Because again, the biggest hurdle in the solar industry is lead generation. And the second hurdle is managing those leads. And keep in mind that if you're buying leads right now or you're knocking doors, you're spending a lot of time and money to get these leads. And you want to make sure that you're managing the leads correctly, because if you can manage a little, you're going to be able to manage a lot. So if you're ready to set up a system that's more automated, that sends out email messages, text messages, and notifications to you so you can follow up with your homeowners so you don't leave money on the table, make sure you book your free solar strategy call. It's going to be a pop-up right above this video. Make sure to book that call. If you want to set up a machine, or maybe you're just getting started, you're looking for more answers, make sure you book that call. Other than that, have an amazing day. Goodbye for now. Peace.